Hello everyone, I'm Bill and welcome to Bill's Odds and Ends. If this is your first time here, be sure and subscribe and click on that bell icon to be notified of all of my new videos. Also, give this video a thumbs up as it really helps the channel out. And now, on with the video.
Thank you so much, Warden. On number one, Twin Day, which means, let's go. Jumbo, everyone. My name is Josh. I'll be your safari guide today through the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Now, for your safety, please remain fully seated at all times. Those hands and arms out the truck. Okay, get kind of rough and lumpy out there, so I don't want to get hurt. The seat you're in now is the seat you're staying the entire time. Now, for the safety of the animals, please not yell, whistle, or call to them. They are wild animals. All they can do is scare them away. Now, since today is a photo safari, all those phones or cameras are ready to go, we'll just go ahead and turn off those flashes and don't use any flashlights of any sort. And it'll just scare away the animals and blindly drive them, and that's not fun. Now we're going to start our adventure heading to the Little Cherry Forest. Now a lot of the animals through here tend to be a little more shy, not to hide way out in the bushes and behind trees, and like this Okampy over here on the passenger side. Now the Okampy have those black and white striped legs, those darker brown bodies. Now, because of those legs, a lot of people think they might be related to the zebra, but actually not. They're the only living relative to the giraffe. We can tell this from their skeletal structure, especially in the skull. Now, as we make our way across the reserve, we're going to go by a lot of different watering holes. Now, watering holes are always a great place to spot animals, so always check on both sides of the truck. You just never know where they might be. Seeing much more yet. Now a lot of the animals here to the forest have really great camouflage. They can hanging back way in the bushes or behind trees. Just haven't been able to see them yet.
There's a couple one.
Well, looks like coming up here on the driver's side, really close to the road, oh, maybe crossing the road.
Oh wow, cool.
Be able to see a greater kudu. That looks like another one coming behind it. Now, greater kudu are those lighter tan animals. Make sure you remain fully seated at all times. That was our number one safety rule. Now, I got another one coming across the road too. Now, these greater kudu here, female. We can tell because it'll have horns. Or the male greater kudu will have those horns. Now you may notice, make sure you remain fully seated for me, please. Hi friends, for your safety, thank you. Now you might notice the greater kudu do have very large ears. That's because they live on the thicker parts of the forest. They might not always be able to see what's around them. With those ears, they'll definitely be able to hear it.
That was pretty awesome.
You might have noticed those lines that run from their back to their belly. Kind of acts as their camouflage. They're laying way back in the bushes behind trees. A lot of predators come walk right on by. I don't even see them. I think it's just sunlight streaming through. As we continue our way through the forest, we're going to start heading up to the Safi River. Now, this area is going to be home to a lot more aquatic animals. We'll be looking for them right at the edge of the riverbanks, maybe even down in the water. Looks like a little over your shoulder, might be able to see a hippopotamus there, kind of hanging out on the riverbank. Now, hippos will come out of the water at night, graze on grass and other small shrubs. Now, hippos are nocturnal, so they'll be more awake at night. Hopefully, as we head around, we'll get some better views that aren't so far around the corner.
I don't know if I got a picture. I was trying to stay out of your
Looks like
way.
there's some hippos over on the driver's side, still in the water. Since these hippopotamus are more active at night, they just can't see each other too well because it's so dark. But they communicate with what's called a wheeze honk. Different combination of wheezing and honking. And the hippo that gets the most responses from that wheeze honk will be the most dominant.
That one's laying
So hang out here on this island. You'll see some pink-backed pelicans, those large white and gray birds there. They get their names because they're mating season. Their backs will turn the pink color, kind of like they're blushing. And now their wingspans can get up to 9 feet across. It's the same width as that canopy above your head. So they're very large birds. looks like coming up here on the driver's side. Able to see some Nile crocodile. Hi friends, make sure you remain fully seated at all times. That is the #1 safety rule. If you forget, it is right here above my head. Thank you so much. Now those Nile crocodile come here from 16 to 20 feet long. So they're very large, very long. Now those Nile crocodile do have very powerful jaws. They can reach up to 2,000 pounds of force per square inch. Very, very powerful pressurized bones. My friends in the back, for your safety, please remain fully seated at all times. Hi guys, if anybody in the truck happens to see anybody stand around them at any point, go ahead and tell them to sit on down, because it is for their safety. We want to make sure everyone stays safe and doesn't get hurt. Thank you so much. Now, all the animals here through the forest are in danger from habitat loss, either human encroachment, which is people moving into their areas, or people cutting down trees for lumber, cardboard, different paper products. That's why it's very important to make sure we recycle any material that can be recycled. It helps keep these animals' homes intact, giving them a safe place to live. Now right over here on the pasture side, you'll be able to see a baobab tree, also known as an upside down tree. It looks like it's been flipped upside down with those roots in the air. Now, these trees can remain leafless for up to 9 months of the year to help conserve water, especially during times of drought. Now we're going to start making our way out of the forest and out to the savannah. Now the savannah is going to have a lot more open space, so hopefully it'll be a little easier to see some of the animals through here. It looks like we're going to start off with some really great luck with, looks like 2 or 3 different animals here. Now the first one we'll see right over in the pasture side pretty close to the truck will be the Springbok. Now the Springbok have those tan backs and the white bellies. They're fully grown to about 3 feet tall. They have powerful little legs, some jump 6 feet in the air and 13 feet forward. Now we have those Ankole cattle. Those animals there with those big old horns. Now the base of those horns can get up to 20 inches around them. They're very large. But now they're also known as Watusi cattle, after the tribe that first domesticated them. This actually makes them the only domesticated animal here on the reserve. Now that Watusi tribe, they didn't use it for meat or dairy. They used them as a sign of wealth. So the more cattle they had, the wealthier they were. So they wanted to make sure they kept these animals safe, especially at night. So they put them in these big living fences called bomas, usually made out of plants and bushes with large thorns to keep predators away. Anyone that might want to come messing with them. It looks like coming up here on the driver's side, if we get around this boulder, we'll see a den. And inside that den, we'll be able to see a spotted hyena. Now, hyenas are nocturnal, so in a little bit they'll probably start waking up. Now, a lot of people think hyenas are scavengers. They're actually very successful hunters, probably one of the most successful. And they'll finish up all their food, even the bone. You have powerful little jaws that crush up the bone to get the marrow on the inside. But now if they see leftovers from other animals, they're not too terribly picky. They'll go ahead and finish that up too. They just don't want anything to go to waste. Now coming up here on both sides of the truck, we're going to see some smokestack-like structures. Those are termite mounds. They're made up of only 3 things: saliva, dirt, and dung. After being out in the heat and the sun, they'll become hard as concrete. Now a lot of animals like to use them as scratching posts, or even lookouts once they get a little more worn down. Now we're going to start getting some pretty close views of some giraffe here. Now these giraffe are Maasai giraffe. We can tell because they have those messy patterns and those spots have those rough and jagged edges. Now these giraffe can be from 18 to 20 feet tall. They're very, very tall. They tower way above the truck. But it looks like we'll be able to see a young one here on the same side of the truck as well. Now, when giraffe are born, they're born about 5 to 6 feet tall, which is actually the same distance they'll fall when they're born, because giraffe do give birth standing up. Maybe the shock of hitting the ground will help take that first breath. And this one is getting a little taller. They're probably a little over a year old or so not too old. But I kind of like both those giraffes we're doing. They'll spend most of the day eating. They may pull some leaves off a tree or just chewing on those leaves. Only about 30 minutes a day sleeping. Now they won't sleep all that time at once. They'll just take little naps throughout the day and night. Usually only a few seconds here and there. Now coming up here on the passenger side, we're going to be able to see some white-bearded wildebeest. Now wildebeest can be in herds in the hundreds, or even the thousands. The numbers can be quite large. But now as it gets later and closer to nighttime, those herds will come closer and closer together, because our safety in numbers. And actually sleep in big circles. They'll have a few looking off in different directions as lookouts. And then they'll rotate throughout the night to make sure everyone gets plenty of sleep. We'll have a giraffe crossing in front of us.
Twice a
But these are wild animals, so sometimes they do what they want. We just have to work around them. It looks like this one's going to be walking down the path, so we'll just slowly follow behind.
Oh, that's awesome. They're probably so used to it.
I think all the hoofs are off the road now. Let's see if we can slip out before it decides to change this time. But it's going to be pretty close to the truck. Just make sure you keep those hands inside at all times. Or definitely can see how tall they are, towering way above the truck here.
Oh, cool.
Now, just like you saw that giraffe running, giraffes can run pretty fast. They can run up to 35 miles an hour, so they're very fast. Just like I heard someone say, it does look like they're running in slow motion, but they move so fast with just long legs. Oh, looks like we have a little tower of giraffe. A tower is what you call a group of giraffe. You might notice some of their spot patterns are different from giraffe to giraffe. And then it's like a fingerprint, they're all a little different. Now coming up here on both sides of the truck, I see some of those baobab trees up at the top of the hill. Now they're also known as a tree of life. They store large amounts of water in their trunks. So during times of drought, mammals will come to these trees looking for water. You might see some holes where maybe elephants have stuck their tusks. A place where the bark's been ripped off and the wood might look chewed on. Some of these other animals might have got the moisture out of those trees. But this helps keep the animals alive during times of drought. It's very alive, kind of got its name. But now it looks like coming up here on the driver's side. You have to see two African elephants hanging out here. One's a little bit farther ahead. Now you can always tell an African elephant. The shape of their ears are loosely the shape of the continent of Africa. You might notice that they have those long noses, those trunks they have there, which is pretty good to the open. Looks like that one's using it to pick up some food. Like I said, they'll use those like we use our hands to pick up stuff, move stuff, push stuff around. Anything they need it for. One really cool thing I like about those trunks is how they use them to drink water. They can walk up to a water hole, fill those trunks up to 5 gallons of water, put in the trunks in the mouth, and drink it that way. Oh, looks like we're able to see a young elephant hang out here on the other side of this watering hole. Now this one looks only about maybe 2 or so years old, not too old. You see those little tusks kind of on the side of it. That's trunk there. Now during the day, the young elephants will go out exploring, checking out new things. Once it gets a little later, they'll find mom real quick to make sure they stay safe. Oh, but it looks like we'll be able to see some greater flamingo hang out here on this island. Now greater flamingo are the tallest of flamingo. They stand about 5 feet tall. And they get that pink color from the beta carotene from the brine sugar bees. But now when they first hatch, that has a grayish color. And it can take up to a year, so one's even a little longer before they get that pink coloration. You might see a few of them with their heads underwater, maybe just skimming the surface. That's them filtering through to get those little brine sugar mountains like they eat so much. Looks like as we head around this bend in the road here, off on the driver's side, we'll see a mud wallow. Now, there's a lot of different animals that like to roll around in the mud. Some being like rhinos and warthogs. And they roll in the mud for a lot of different reasons. Maybe to coat their backs and sides, to protect them from the sun, maybe even parasites, especially for this time of day. Maybe just help keep their body temperatures cool. So hopefully as we head across the reserve, we'll find some of these animals that might like to run and roll around in the mud. It looks like coming up here on the driver's side, I follow those down trees and branches. I'll be able to see a cheetah to the left of them, right at the edge of it. Now cheetahs are orange with black spots. See it there a little bit. But when they decide to lay down a tree line, tall grass, they can almost disappear. Now cheetahs are the fastest land animal. They can go up to 60 miles an hour. They also have non-retractable claws used to help keep their grip on those high speeds. You got another one walking way back in the shadows. We'll have one up here towards the front of the truck, a little easier to see. Now cheetahs also have long bushy tails. They use to help them move, to help keep their balance when making those sharp turns at the high speeds. It looks like we have 2 back there. A little hard to see over these bushes. So now it looks like we're heading up to a Kobe Rock formation. A lot of times larger cats like to hang out. Like this male line we'll see over on the driver's side in just a little bit. Now you can always tell a male from a female, because the male will have that hair on his head and neck, which is called a mane. Now lions will sleep or rest about 20 hours a day. To help conserve energy when they go out on the hunt. It looks like this is going to start kind of waking up for the night. I'm not seeing any females right now, but it will be the females go out to the hunting, while the males stay behind to protect the pride. Right, as a group of lions. Because they like to hunt at night. Oh look, there's the females there. We can see two of them up on these rocks. See if we get around a little closer on these rocks. They like to hunt at night because it is a lot cooler. They conserve more energy. Also during the day they have similar eyesight to humans, but at night it becomes 6 times better, so they definitely take advantage of that. Looks like we see a couple of white rhino here through the rocks, but I think if we head around these we might get a little closer to you just a little bit. Now, lions do have very soft pads on the bottom of their paws. They just don't sneak up on their prey. Now these females, they can weigh up to 300 pounds. The male on the other side can be up to 500. Very large, very heavy. And it looks like the males woke up. The females, not quite yet. Make sure we're not whistling at the young ones. Like coming up with a whole lot better view of those white rhinos, and also bonk to bonk, the darker brown animals with white legs, faces, and bellies. Now those white rhinos are the largest of the rhinos, they're up to 5,000 pounds. They're very large, very heavy. They have very large, wide mouths, used for grazing on grass and other small shrubs. We have a group of rhino. A group of rhinos called a crash. They're up to 35 miles an hour, so they're very large, very heavy. But now those bonk to bonk are actually extinct in the wild. Yeah, I see some ostrich eggs on the tree. Yeah. But now the bonk to bonk are actually extinct in the wild. Only found in reserves like ours here. That's because the poachers poached them for those coats. Because when the sun hits them just right, they have a very beautiful purple sheen to them. But now those ostrich eggs are on the trees. Not seeing any ostrich right now. They're probably out in the bushes, probably looking for food. An ostrich egg can weigh about 3 to 4 pounds. Very large. One ostrich egg is equivalent to 2 dozen chicken eggs. Those shells are very strong. The average full-grown human can stand on top of them without them cracking. Now the area we're heading into now is the Magadi Wood. And this area is known for its hot springs, and since that is a source of water, hopefully we'll have some more luck with some animals. Like over here on the passenger side, we have these most hot springs here, kind of bubbling up out of the ground. I'm not seeing any animals through these parts. No worries, we've had some really great luck out here on the reserve. From those hippos and Nile crocodile to the giraffe and all those antelope species hanging on the savannah. Definitely the cheetahs and the tree line and those lions up on the Kobe. Now a lot of these animals are endangered or have been extinct in the wild, so we definitely want to make sure to protect them and keep them safe. One of the ways here at Disney we do that is through the Conservation Fund. And if you decide to donate to the Conservation Fund, Disney will match it dollar for dollar and penny for penny. And 100% of those proceeds go to help endangered animals around the world. Now there's a lot of other ways to help as well, even closer to home. We talked about recycling and how important that was. You should also put out bird feeders for the native birds in your area, or even build bat boxes, giving bats a place to live. Now those bats help with mosquito control. So it's a really cool thing. You help them out, they'll help you out. Now we are going to start making our way up to the warden station where I'll be dropping it all off. So go ahead and make sure you gather up all your belongings. Don't leave anything behind on the truck. Now if you have any wilderness explorers on board, you are on Simba 1. Now once again, my name was Josh. Thank you so much for joining us here at Kilimanjaro Safaris. As we pull up to this warden station, I'll go ahead and say Kwaherini, which means go well. So Kwaherini, everyone, have a great time up there. Your stay here at Disney's Animal Kingdom Park, or wherever else your adventures might take you.
This has been an odd production. Thanks for watching.